Imagine this. You go to bed peacefully, but like clockwork, at 2 a.m., you wake up. Restless, with a strange discomfort in your belly, maybe even rushing to the bathroom. Sounds familiar? Many people think it's just age or an overactive bladder. But the surprising truth is, it's often your body crying out because it's simply hungry. Yes, skipping a light snack before bed can trigger a nighttime alarm, pushing your blood sugar down and your stress hormone up, jolting you awake. But here's the thing, not all bedtime snacks are created equal. Some can bloat your stomach or even make you run to the bathroom more often. The secret is choosing the right foods in the right amount. A few pumpkin seeds can relax your nerves, half a boiled egg can keep your blood sugar steady, or even just a spoon of Greek yogurt can keep your body fueled through the night. I've seen this change lives. Waking up refreshed instead of staring at the clock at 2 a.m. isn't just a dream. It's about giving your body the gentle reassurance it needs to rest. So, let me ask you, where are you watching from and what time is it right now? Drop your answer in the comments. I'd love to know. Do you know why so many people wake up suddenly at 2 or 3 a.m.? It's not just bad sleep. Your body is actually sending you a very specific SOS signal. Let's dive into this. Around 2 to 3 in the morning, your body usually enters what's called stage 2 deep sleep. This is a critical moment. Your system is busy detoxifying, repairing tissues, and balancing hormones. It's like the night shift inside your body, where important maintenance work is happening behind the scenes. But here's the challenge. If your last meal was dinner around 6 or 7 p.m., by this time it's already been 6 to 8 hours without food. Your blood sugar naturally starts to dip. To keep things running, your liver has to create new glucose, and this process triggers the release of a stress hormone called cortisol. Cortisol isn't always bad, it keeps you alive. But at night, even a slight rise can make your heart beat faster, raise your body temperature, and tell your brain, wake up, something's wrong. That's why so many of us suddenly find ourselves staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m. And there's more. Cortisol can also confuse your bladder. Even when it's not full, your brain might misinterpret signals and push you to get up and go to the bathroom. You think it's just nature's call, but in reality, it's your body's stress response. This tends to hit older adults harder. As we age, our ability to regulate blood sugar becomes less efficient. The liver works more slowly, and the nervous system becomes more sensitive. That means even small fluctuations at night can trigger a full wake-up call. Let me share a real story. A woman named Mary, 68 years old, told me she thought her nightly 2 a.m. awakenings were just part of getting old. She would wake up restless, sometimes needing the bathroom, and then toss and turn until morning. But when she started adding a small snack, half a boiled egg or a spoonful of Greek yogurt, something shifted. Her blood sugar stayed more stable, her cortisol didn't spike as much, and guess what? She began sleeping straight through until 5 or 6 a.m. without interruption. She was amazed, not because it was a miracle, but because the answer was so simple. The solution, in many cases, isn't a sleeping pill or a complicated remedy. It's simply giving your body a little help before bed. A light snack that prevents your system from hitting that fuel emergency in the middle of the night. By easing the liver's workload and calming your nervous system, you give yourself a real chance at deep restorative sleep. So the next time you find yourself waking up in the early hours, remember, it's not just insomnia. It's your body asking for balance. And sometimes, the answer can be as small as a handful of seeds or half an egg. Now that we understand the reason, the next question is, How do we sleep peacefully through the night? The answer isn't a big late dinner, but a small, smart bedtime snack. Choosing the right foods before bed can help keep your blood sugar steady, calm your nervous system, and prevent those 2-3 a.m. wake-ups. And for adults over 60, this simple habit can be the key to deeper, more refreshing sleep. So let's take a look at 5 easy, powerful bedtime snacks you can start enjoying tonight. Snack number 1. Ripe banana with almond butter. Let's start with one of the simplest yet most powerful bedtime snacks. Just 3 slices of ripe banana paired with a teaspoon of almond butter, eaten about 30 to 45 minutes before sleep. Now, why does this combination work so well? The banana provides natural carbohydrates that help your body absorb tryptophan, an amino acid that your brain transforms into serotonin and then melatonin, the hormone that regulates sleep. On top of that, bananas are rich in potassium, which helps lower blood pressure slightly, relax blood vessels, and ease inner tension. That means your heart, your nerves, and even your muscles all get the signal. It's safe to rest. Almond butter adds the other half of the magic. It's filled with healthy fats, a touch of protein, and plenty of magnesium. Magnesium is often called nature's relaxant because it loosens tight muscles, calms the nervous system, and even relaxes the smooth muscles of your bladder. For anyone who wakes up with those annoying midnight bathroom urges, this is a quiet but powerful way to reduce the problem. But here's an important detail. You don't need a whole big banana. In fact, eating too much fruit before bed can cause bloating or a quick spike and drop in blood sugar, which defeats the purpose. Just a few slices are enough to send the right signal to your body without overloading your system. Let me share a real story. James, a 72-year-old retired teacher, told me he used to dread nights. Almost every night at 2:30 a.m., he'd wake up restless, sometimes with his heart racing and often needing the bathroom. He thought it was just part of getting older. Then, after hearing about this snack, he decided to try it. Instead of reaching for cookies before bed, he sliced up half a banana, spread a thin layer of almond butter, and ate it slowly about 40 minutes before sleep. The change shocked him. Within a week, he started sleeping through the night. The bathroom trips became less frequent, his body felt calmer, and he woke up with more energy in the morning. It wasn't a miracle pill or a strict routine, just a simple snack that worked with his body instead of against it. So if you're someone who struggles with those 2 a.m. wake-ups, give this small combination a try. A few banana slices and a teaspoon of almond butter might be the gentle nudge your body needs to stay asleep and wake up refreshed. Snack number 2. Roasted almonds with a slice of ripe apple. Sometimes, the simplest pairings bring the biggest benefits. Just 2-3 dry roasted almonds, no salt, no oil, together with a small slice of sweet, ripe apple can become a powerful bedtime tool, especially if you often find yourself wide awake in the early hours. Let's break it down. Almonds are a quiet powerhouse. They're rich in magnesium, which helps relax the central nervous system and calm overactive signals that might otherwise wake you up at night. They also contain healthy fats and just a little protein. That combination is important because it slows digestion just enough to prevent your blood sugar from dipping too low while you sleep. Think of almonds as tiny anchors that keep your body steady during the long fasting hours of the night. Now, add the apple. Not just any apple, but a ripe, sweet one. Apples are naturally low on the glycemic index, which means their sugars are absorbed slowly without causing sharp spikes in blood sugar. They also carry a touch of soluble fiber, which your liver can use as gentle, slow-burning fuel. The result? Your body gets just enough energy to keep everything stable through the night, without overstimulating insulin or making you restless. And there's a small but important detail. You don't need to drink water with this snack. In fact, avoiding extra fluids before bed can reduce those frustrating bathroom trips in the middle of the night. Just chew slowly, savor the sweetness of the apple and the crunch of the almond, and let your body settle. Let me share a story. Margaret, a 65-year-old grandmother, used to wake up at 3 a.m. almost every night. She thought it was simply her new normal after turning 60. But the truth was, she was going to bed on an empty tank. She tried the almond and apple snack after hearing it from a friend. At first, she was skeptical. Just 2 or 3 almonds and a slice of apple. That sounded far too small to matter. But after a week, something remarkable happened. She started sleeping longer stretches. Instead of waking up restless or feeling the urge to get up, she drifted naturally into deeper sleep. By morning, she felt more refreshed, with a surprising amount of energy. What Margaret discovered is something many of us overlook. Bedtime snacks aren't about eating more, they're about eating smart. This tiny combination gave her body the reassurance it needed, keeping her blood sugar steady and her nervous system calm through the most fragile hours of the night. So if you've been waking up at the same time every night, why not try this? A few roasted almonds and a slice of apple might be all it takes to turn a broken night's sleep into a peaceful, uninterrupted rest. Snack number 3. Pumpkin seeds. A tiny food with a big impact on sleep. At first glance, a teaspoon of pumpkin seeds might seem far too small to make any real difference to your sleep. But don't let their size fool you. These little seeds are like nature's medicine chest, loaded with the exact nutrients your body craves in the middle of the night. Let's start with what they do. Pumpkin seeds are especially powerful for calming the nervous system, supporting both the liver and adrenal glands and keeping blood sugar steady during those fragile hours of sleep. They also play a unique role in reducing nighttime bladder irritation, one of the most common reasons people over 60 find themselves waking up again and again. The secret lies in 3 key nutrients: magnesium, zinc, and tryptophan. Magnesium is the star here, often called the relaxation mineral. Magnesium helps your muscles release tension, lowers nervous system excitability, and promotes deeper, longer sleep. But there's another piece. Studies have shown that magnesium also helps regulate the smooth muscles of the bladder. That means fewer false alarms at 2 a.m. when your bladder is not really full but still sending the wrong signals. Zinc is another crucial mineral. It helps your body process tryptophan more effectively, which is vital for producing serotonin and melatonin, the hormones that tell your brain when it's time to sleep. Tryptophan, found in pumpkin seeds, acts like a natural sleep booster. Your body converts it into serotonin, which calms the mind, and then into melatonin, which regulates the sleep cycle. Together, this trio creates a perfect recipe for deep, restorative rest. But here's something important. Pumpkin seeds work best when eaten on their own. Don't mix them into cereal or milk before bed. Those combinations can cause bloating or indigestion, especially late at night. Just a small spoonful, chewed slowly and thoroughly, about 30 to 60 minutes before you go to bed, is enough. Now let me share a story. Robert, a 70-year-old retired engineer, had been struggling with what he called the 2 a.m. curse. Every single night, without fail, he'd wake up around 2:15 a.m., shuffle to the bathroom, and then lie awake for hours. He tried herbal teas, warm baths, even cutting out fluids after dinner, but nothing seemed to work. He was exhausted, frustrated and starting to believe that broken sleep was simply a part of aging. One day, his daughter suggested he try pumpkin seeds. Skeptical but willing, Robert decided to give it a shot. Each night, about an hour before bed, he measured out a teaspoon of dry roasted, unsalted pumpkin seeds and ate them slowly, chewing thoroughly. At first, he noticed only a slight improvement, falling asleep a bit faster. But after 2 weeks, something remarkable happened. He stopped waking up at 2 a.m. altogether. Instead, he began sleeping in long, uninterrupted stretches, sometimes until 5:30 or 6 in the morning. The nightly trips to the bathroom reduced to maybe once every few days. Robert was stunned. "It's amazing that something so small could make such a big difference," he said. "I feel like I got my nights back." What Robert experienced isn't unusual. For many older adults, pumpkin seeds provide just the right balance of minerals and amino acids to prevent those stress-driven wake-ups. They don't knock you out like a sleeping pill, but they gently nudge your body into balance, keeping your blood sugar steady, your nervous system calm, and your bladder relaxed. The best part, they're simple, safe, and inexpensive. You don't need complicated supplements or medications, just a teaspoon of seeds that may already be in your pantry. So, if you've been waking up at 2 or 3 in the morning, restless or heading to the bathroom, why not try this? A handful of pumpkin seeds could be the small but powerful change your nights have been waiting for. Snack number 4. The soft-boiled egg. Small bite, big nighttime relief. When most people think of a bedtime snack, an egg usually isn't the first thing that comes to mind. But a simple half or whole soft-boiled egg, eaten slowly about 45 minutes before sleep, can be one of the most effective tools for avoiding those dreaded 2 a.m. wake-ups. Why does it work so well? Eggs are packed with high-quality protein and healthy fats that digest slowly, keeping your blood sugar stable through the night. That alone is important, because when blood sugar dips, your body races cortisol, the stress hormone that wakes you up. By giving your system a steady stream of fuel, a boiled egg prevents those cortisol spikes and helps you stay asleep. But there's more. Eggs are naturally rich in tryptophan, the amino acid that your body transforms into serotonin and later into melatonin, the sleep hormone. This gentle chain reaction helps your brain ease into rest mode and maintain a stable sleep cycle. Then come the micronutrients. Small but mighty. Vitamin B6 supports the conversion of tryptophan into serotonin. Zinc enhances this process and supports the immune system. Choline, found in abundance in egg yolk, nourishes the nervous system and calms overactive signals that might otherwise wake you up. Together, these nutrients not only support deeper sleep but also relax the sympathetic nervous system, the part responsible for those sudden nighttime bladder contractions. That's why many people find they don't feel the same urge to get up and use the bathroom after making this small addition to their routine. And the preparation matters. Keep it simple. Soft-boiled is best. Avoid frying, scrambling, or cooking with oil late at night, as these can be harder to digest and may cause discomfort instead of rest. The goal is a light, gentle snack, not a heavy meal. Let me share a story that brings this to life. Eleanor, a 69-year-old retired nurse, used to wake up almost every night at 2 a.m. Sometimes it was her bladder. Other times, she just felt restless and wide awake. She tried drinking herbal teas, cutting out evening coffee, even meditation before bed. But nothing seemed to break the cycle. Then, during a wellness workshop, someone suggested a soft-boiled egg before bed. Eleanor laughed at first. An egg at night? That doesn't sound like a sleep remedy. It sounds like breakfast. Still, she decided to give it a try. On the first night, she boiled an egg, left it slightly soft in the center, and ate half about 40 minutes before bed. She didn't notice much difference. But by the fourth night, she realized she had slept through until 5 a.m. without waking once. Within 2 weeks, this became her new normal. No more staring at the ceiling at 2 a.m., no more unnecessary trips to the bathroom. She woke up more refreshed, with steady energy throughout the day. Eleanor's story is proof of how something so small and simple can make a big difference. She didn't need complicated routines or expensive supplements. Just half an egg, eaten with intention, was enough to reset her nights. So if you're struggling with midnight wake-ups, don't overlook this humble food. A soft-boiled egg may not sound like a sleep hack, but for many people, it's the quiet secret that carries them past 2 a.m. and into truly restorative rest. Snack number 5. Plain Greek yogurt, a gentle nighttime ally. When people think about yogurt, they usually picture breakfast, maybe a mid-morning snack or something light on a hot day. But did you know that just 2-3 spoonfuls of plain Greek yogurt, eaten about half an hour before bed, can be one of the most powerful tools to help you sleep through the night? The secret lies in the type of protein it contains. Greek yogurt is rich in casein, a slow-digesting protein. Unlike fast carbs or sugars that give you quick energy and then drop you into a crash, casein breaks down steadily over several hours. This means your body gets a continuous supply of amino acids throughout the night. That steady stream of nutrition helps your liver avoid working overtime to keep your blood sugar balanced. And when your blood sugar stays steady, you're far less likely to experience that dreaded 2 a.m. cortisol spike that jolts you awake. But the benefits don't stop there. Greek yogurt also contains probiotics, the friendly bacteria that support gut health. Why does that matter for sleep? Because digestive discomfort, bloating, gas, or even mild indigestion is a silent culprit that wakes many people in the middle of the night. Probiotics help restore balance in the gut, reducing those hidden triggers. And there's evidence suggesting that a healthy gut also helps lower cortisol levels at night, creating an even more relaxed state for deep sleep. Now there are some important details. Always choose plain, unsweetened Greek yogurt. Avoid adding honey, citrus fruits, or crunchy nuts before bed, as these can cause bloating or raise blood sugar too quickly. And let the yogurt sit at room temperature for 20-30 minutes before eating. Cold foods can sometimes stimulate digestion in ways that aren't helpful before sleep. Remember, the goal is calm, not activity. Let me share a story. Helen, a 74-year-old widow, had struggled with sleep for years. She would go to bed around 10 p.m., only to wake up every single night at 2:04 or 2:30. Sometimes she felt anxious, sometimes just restless, and often her stomach felt unsettled. She tried over-the-counter sleep aids, but they left her groggy in the morning. She cut out coffee after lunch, stopped drinking water in the evenings, even tried meditating. Nothing worked. One day, while visiting her daughter, she was offered a small bowl of Greek yogurt in the evening. Her daughter said, "Mom, try this. It might help keep you steady through the night." Helen was skeptical. Yogurt at night? She worried it would upset her stomach more, but she decided to give it a chance. She took 3 spoonfuls of plain Greek yogurt, let it sit out for a while so it wasn't too cold, and ate it slowly before bed. That night she still woke up, but instead of 2 a.m., it was closer to 4:30. Encouraged, she repeated the routine every night. After a week, she noticed a real difference. Her digestion felt calmer, her stomach no longer rumbled at night, and her wake-ups happened later and later. Within a month, she was sleeping straight through to morning on most nights. What changed for Helen wasn't just the yogurt itself, but what it represented. A steady, gentle supply of nutrition that kept her body in balance. No cortisol spikes, no digestive discomfort, no false alarms from her nervous system. Just a quiet nudge toward rest. Helen now calls it her nighttime medicine, though it's nothing more than a few spoonfuls of yogurt. Simple, safe, natural, and incredibly effective. So if you've been tossing and turning, waking up at the same time each night, or struggling with digestion that interrupts your rest, consider this humble solution. A small serving of plain Greek yogurt before bed might be the gentle ally your body has been waiting for, helping you not just fall asleep, but stay asleep until morning. So now you know the 5 powerful bedtime snacks. But here's the key. Not every night is the same, and not every body needs the same thing. The real secret is learning how to choose the right snack for your situation. Think about it this way. If you eat dinner early, say around 6 p.m., by the time midnight comes, your body may already be running on empty. In that case, you'll want something with slow digesting protein, like a soft boiled egg or a spoonful of Greek yogurt. These foods release nutrients gradually, keeping your liver supported and your blood sugar stable all the way through the night. But sometimes, your body doesn't need a full refuel. It just needs a gentle signal that everything is safe and steady. On those nights, a simple slice of sweet apple with 2 or 3 almonds can be enough. It's not heavy, but it reassures your system. Just a small touch of fuel that tells your brain, you can relax, I've got this covered. And what about those nights when you wake up restless, heart racing a little, or feeling a sudden dip in energy? That's often your body reacting to low blood sugar or rising cortisol. In those cases, go for something calming and stabilizing, like 3 slices of ripe banana with a teaspoon of almond butter, or a spoonful of pumpkin seeds. These snacks provide both minerals to relax your nerves and steady fuel for your liver, helping you drift back into deep sleep. Let me share a story that ties this all together. David, a 67-year-old retired postman, used to say, "Every night is a gamble." Some nights he fell asleep easily, but by 2:30 a.m. he was wide awake. Other nights he felt restless even before bed, tossing and turning until after midnight. He thought there was no pattern, until he started keeping a little notebook of what he ate and when he woke up. What he discovered was eye-opening. On days he ate an early dinner, he was far more likely to wake up in the middle of the night. When he had heavier meals late, he had trouble falling asleep in the first place. With this awareness, he began tailoring his bedtime snack. On early dinner days, he'd eat half a soft boiled egg. On nights when he just needed a gentle nudge, he chose apple with almonds. And when he woke up feeling restless, he'd chew a few pumpkin seeds before heading back to bed. Within weeks, David noticed a transformation. His nights became more predictable, his mornings more refreshed. He told me, "It feels like I finally understand what my body has been asking for all these years." The lesson from David's story is simple but powerful. There's no one-size-fits-all answer. By tuning into your own patterns and choosing the right snack for the right moment, you can turn restless nights into peaceful ones. So next time you prepare for bed, don't just ask, Should I eat something? Ask, what does my body need tonight? That small shift in thinking might be the key to unlocking your best sleep yet. So, let's bring it all together. Waking up at 2 or 3 a.m. isn't just bad luck or a sign of aging. More often, it's your body asking for balance, stable blood sugar, calmer nerves, and a little extra support through the night. And the solution doesn't have to be complicated. Just a small, smart bedtime snack can make all the difference. Whether it's a spoonful of Greek yogurt, half a soft-boiled egg, a few pumpkin seeds, some banana with almond butter, or a slice of apple with almonds. These gentle choices can keep your body steady, your mind at peace, and your bladder relaxed. I've seen people who thought their sleepless nights were permanent find relief with something as simple as these 5 snacks. It's proof that sometimes the smallest habits bring the biggest changes. So tonight, instead of dreading the clock striking 2 a.m., give your body a little reassurance. Let food be your ally, not your enemy. Sleep deeply, wake refreshed, and remember, you're not powerless against restless nights. And before you go, tell me in the comments, where are you watching from and what time is it right now? I'd love to hear your story.